Say rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
So then I'll go back with another video. I'm laughing, he's laughing, and I'm Strange Wang, he is Nate. And the reason why we're laughing is because we're thinking of all these funny Adam Sandler moments. Because we're doing an Adam Sandler bracket of most of his movies. Maybe all of them. I don't know when this bracket was made. But NATO, that didn't work too well. Nate Reno.
Didn't like that either, but it's okay.
Nasty Nate. Go old with it.
Throwback.
Let's get started. What do we got first?
Alright, first of all, we have what is probably an absolute blowout because we have Billy Madison versus the Cobbler.
Have you seen The Cobbler?
I've seen clips from the Cobbler.
The Cobbler has like 2% of Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Yeah?
I kind of like it. It's not the greatest movie ever, but it was like, that's cool.
Is he super grumpy in it?
No.
He looks super grumpy right there.
It was probably a Monday morning, he ain't finished his coffee yet.
Maybe.
You got Method Man from the Wu-Tang Clan in it.
Huh.
I know that doesn't do anything for you, but that was a nice surprise for me personally. But Billy Madison, that movie's goated.
Back to school.
Bro, that used to be my shit. I used to watch this movie every day before I went to school until like middle school. So like first K to like, I don't know, 7th grade.
Yeah.
Because of that song.
Billy Madison, it is.
He's got his boots tied up tight. He hopes he doesn't get in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Nudie Magazine Day. A lot of good quotes from that movie.
Alright, Okay, so Grown Ups versus Grown Ups 2.
Grown Ups 1 is tolerable.
Yeah, it is. I haven't seen 2. I've seen 1.
2 sucks.
I didn't absolutely hate it, but I certainly didn't like it.
Bro, that movie took over for the year. That was like one of the big mass audience movies of that year. Everyone was talking about it. That was a comedy of that year.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, that shit kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Schneider's character is not a real person.
Yeah.
But.
So, Grown Ups 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless there are 2
Have
evils.
you seen 2?
I went to the movie theater to see 2, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Mr. Deeds versus Airheads.
We got Steve Buscemi, our friend HT, the Sandman, and a well, all in one movie.
Yeah.
Craziness. Airheads is really solid.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Deeds
Yeah.
might be top 5 Sandler movies for me.
Same. I really like Mr. Deeds.
Bro.
I love, like, wholesome Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
And, like, he doesn't do it a lot. It's like this, Waterboy. He's, like, got a weird wholesomeness to him in Little Nicky, but Little Nicky isn't very good.
I like Will.
Yeah.
But Mr. Deeds is one of the few, like, I like this better than the original. And the original's really good.
Yeah.
But the funniness to it.
Right.
Like, the waiter, Esteban was Sweet Life Zach and
John
Cody.
Turturro?
Yeah, John Turturro as the waiter.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Butler. A waiter brings you food.
Butler. Sure. But, like, if he was in a movie today,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so stupid.
Right.
With John Turturro, he makes it work.
Yeah.
You have the weird-ass fight at the end.
Right.
Over his love with Charlie Sheen's maid and 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
But overall, that movie's really good.
You would let me change your socks. I thought that was hilarious when I was a kid.
He goes to the fucking water fountain and his Hawaiian punch. He's like,
It's Hawaiian Punch.
like that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. That was in the trailer too, because I thought that was hilarious when I saw the trailer.
He bought Crazy Eyes. Steve Buscemi. He bought Crazy Eyes, a fucking red Corvette.
Right. Yeah.
So Mr. D's.
Yeah. Agreed.
Smashing this fucking.
All right. Big Daddy versus That's My Boy.
This sucks. Guilty pleasure movie for me is That My Boy for sure. That's My Boy.
That My Boy.
That boy good.
Yeah.
That's My Boy is like a guilty pleasure for me. I think that movie is fucking hilarious. It's so stupid. But Big Daddy is Big Daddy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I got in trouble for smashing SpaghettiOs
Nice.
because of this movie.
Yeah.
I wanted to pee on shit just because Adam Sandler did it,
Yeah. Stop
Great
looking
fucking
at me,
movie.
Swan.
Not that movie.
I know. But you do get Scuba Steve.
You do get Scuba Steve.
Uncut Gems versus Bedtime Stories.
Well, there's one wholesome Adam Sandler performance in this
Right.
pocket.
I saw Bedtime and Stories in theaters.
Same.
I barely remember it.
We might have been at the same movie theater. Who knew?
I'm pretty sure I saw it in Greenville.
Oh, then we were not.
Yeah.
Bedtime Stories is his niece and nephew. He tells them bedtime stories and they come
they
true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It has a really stupid hamster in it with really big eyes that was unneeded.
Right. Yeah. It's right there. I can see it.
Yeah. But overall, it's kind of forgettable. It was made by Disney, too, I believe. You have to fact check me on that, but...
I don't know.
Uncut Gems.
Yeah, Uncut Gems is incredible.
The Safdie brothers?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Great movie. Funny People versus Click.
Ooh. That's solid. This is probably the closest matchup so far.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I know my answer, but... I don't really like Click that much.
I like Click. I think Click just is too in your face. Where Funny People is a good dramedy.
Yeah.
That's different from Spanglish, Punch Drunk Love.
Mm-hmm.
Or really any movie Sandler's done.
Yeah.
So.
I just enjoy how many famous people are in Funny People just playing themselves. Like, that part I always just really dig.
You know it's fiction, too, because Ray Romano would have fucked Eminem up, too.
Right. Well, I was literally about to say, honestly, most people probably agree on this. The most memorable part of Funny People is the Eminem bit with Ray Romano. So, and the only thing I really remember about Click is, like...
Him in the car being the Incredible Hulk.
Him in a fat suit, which was just, like...
A little weird.
Egregious. But it's Funny People for me.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
I think the RZA is in that movie, too. Also from the Wu-Tang Clan.
The Merowitz Stories versus Reign Over Me. Never seen either of these.
I've only seen the Merowitz Stories.
Well, then there you go.
I didn't like it.
Well, do you want to...
I've never seen it, so I gotta go with the one I've seen.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's not going to make it past Funny People then, I guess, but it's fine. Punch Drunk Love versus Sandy Wexler.
Sandy Wexler is one of the few that I saw a trailer to when I was very into movies around that time, seeing everything.
Yeah.
It's like a 2017, 2018, 2016 movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, that actually looks like a decent movie he made for Netflix. Never saw it, though. Punch Drunk Love
Me neither.
is... It's an indie... Is it an indie movie? I guess it is.
It definitely has a feel.
That's a staple and a huge part of film cinema.
I mean, it's
community.
Paul Thomas Anderson, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Punch Drunk Love all the way. What a great poster.
Yeah. All right, so round 2 on this side, we got Billy Madison versus the Grown Ups.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Let me throw some pickles out a window, dog. The Blob.
Mr. Deeds versus Big Daddy.
I kind of want to go Mr. Deeds.
I do too. I like Mr. Deeds. I love Big Daddy. It's an absolute classic. It's so funny. I really like Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like... This is maybe one of the more controversial picks that we've ever made doing a bracket, but...
Somebody just saw that and they're like, oh,
yeah.
Sonny, I can wipe my own ass.
I think objectively, Big Daddy's probably better, but I like Mr. Deeds more. Like, it's more rewatchable to me, but... Uncut Gems versus Funny People.
Uncut Gems.
Yep, absolutely. Merowitz versus Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go with the one I've actually seen.
Yeah, very clear. Second round.
Alright, so how much do you like Mr. Deeds? Do you like it more than Billy Madison?
Nah, Billy Madison's like...
Yeah.
Top 2.
Yeah, I agree. Billy?
Mr. Deeds maybe number 3.
Uncut Gems versus Punch Drunk Love.
I like Uncut Gems better. I think it's more rewatchable.
Yeah.
And it's...
I also just like the
brings
vibe.
more to the table.
Yeah. I like the vibe of Uncut Gems better. Like, Punch Drunk Love feels like a... It just feels like a movie from its time. I feel like Uncut Gems is gonna, like, withstand the test of time. Like, if I watched Uncut Gems 10 years from now, Which I might wait that long to see it because maybe I'll forget about, like, I don't know if you call it a twist, but the real surprising bang at the end.
I disagree. I think both these films will live the test of time. I don't think Punch Drunk Love feels dated at all. I think that it's a love story. Love stories never go out of date to me.
Well, I think you're wrong, but it's still Uncut Gems.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and then Uncut Gems versus Billy Madison.
I feel like more people are going to go Uncut Gems than you would think.
Two very different movies.
But for me, it's Billy Madison.
Yeah. I love Uncut Gems. Like,
top 5.
I like personally, I like Uncut Gems more than I like Billy Madison. But it is still an Adam Sandler bracket, so I feel like it's more proper to go towards the, like, goofy, like, Adam Sandler of the 90s pick over these two for me.
I mean, now if there was a Dodgeball and Uncut Gems, I might go a different way.
Yeah.
But there's not.
Right. All right, Happy Gilmore versus Bulletproof.
Bulletproof is fun. It's not good. It's very fun, though. Very solid, but Happy Gilmore. I don't know. Like, I guess it depends on the day. But that's 1 and 2. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Happy Gilmore's probably my number 1. But, you know, we'll go from there. All right. Oh, excuse me.
That boy's sleepy.
Hotel Transylvania versus 8 Crazy Nights.
What the fuck was that? That's not in the movie. Where'd you get that from?
I don't know. I
You
just
thought
like
it'd be a little crazy.
anytime I say the word crazy, I like to embellish it a little bit. Crazy.
Did you get that from Futurama when they have the head of the dude who does like this?
I don't
He
think
goes,
so. Oh, Richard Nixon?
yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he do that in there?
Yeah, he does.
He shakes his mouth.
I am not a crook. Yeah.
Okay. I really like 8 Crazy Nights. That movie's fucking hilarious to me.
It's okay. It's not bad. I like it.
I mean,
okay.
Kanye West probably hates that movie, but I'm not Kanye.
Woof. Have you seen Hotel Transylvania?
I have not.
Oh. I love Hotel Transylvania. But I don't care. So if you really want 8 Crazy Nights,
Let's
I'm
go
fine
8
with
Crazy
that.
Nights.
It spawned a song that
The Hanukkah song.
was one of the first songs I ever downloaded on LimeWire because I was at an age where I thought it was hilarious.
All right.
Hotel Transylvania 2 versus Hotel Transylvania 3.
I guess it's all of his films.
Yeah,
So,
maybe. I've never seen 3.
I've never seen any of them.
2 was okay.
Okay,
So
this is going
we'll
to have
just
to
hit
do.
2. The Waterboy versus The Longest Yard. Put the football movies together.
Yeah.
mean,
I
do you
really
have-
like The Longest Yard.
Yeah,
but
I do too.
It's not The Water Boy.
Right.
So, I gotta go.
Not bad for a remake, though.
No, not bad at all.
Yeah.
I personally like that movie better than the remake, actually, too.
I also thought that the guards' uniforms in the football game were, like, fucking sick. Really cool football uniforms.
You know, like the Mean Machine
Like,
uniforms?
They suck, but they had cool uniforms. But it's definitely the Waterboy.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That Vicky Valentine, probably my first crush.
Probably a lot of people's first crush.
She was a babe.
The Wedding Singer versus Blended.
Well, I forgot 50 First Dates, but we'll probably see that soon. The Wedding Singer to me is top 5 without a doubt.
Yeah. Easy.
Grow Old With You.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite original movie songs of all time.
It's a great song.
I think Adam Sandler has a great voice.
Well, that's not true, but...
He has a great singing voice, I think. Very wholesome.
Huh.
So, it's
Yeah.
The Wedding Singer.
It's definitely The Wedding Singer. Wedding Singer is an excellent movie.
Terry Crews ruins Blended.
And I also appreciate that The Wedding Singer isn't, like, as... Like, he's not as goofy in The Wedding Singer as he is in some of his other movies. But, yeah, I really dig The Wedding Singer. Honestly, I wish someone besides Drew Barrymore was in it. But
I like Drew Barrymore.
I don't really like Drew Barrymore.
Julia Gulia.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry versus Anger Management.
I've seen Anger Management more. so I'm good. Anger Management.
I'm fine with that. Chuck and Larry is okay.
Both mid.
I really, really don't care for Kevin James, but
I don't like him in movies, but King of Queens, that show is pretty nice.
yeah. Little Nicky versus You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
What the fuck was he thinking when he made that movie?
I have no clue. I saw that movie in theaters with Michael Cotton. And
not surprised.
I'll let you guess which one, but one of us came out of the theater laughing their ass off thinking it was the next great Adam Sandler movie, and one of us walked out of the theater being like, what a waste of my Saturday afternoon.
Like I said.
Yeah.
I got that movie in a Blockbuster style in middle school, and it was hilarious for a year.
Oh, yeah?
And then I never went back to it.
Smell it, now take it.
That was in the trailer,
yeah.
And that's what sold the movie. And then I watched on FX like 6 years ago, and I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And
it's pretty bad.
Finish it.
It is still not his worst movie he's ever made, which I really hope that movie's on here, but...
Yeah. Little Nicky's got a special place in my heart.
Yeah, me too.
Shit fire.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
50 First Dates versus Just Go With It.
Again, he has a good movie, like Just Go With It, and then he has all these stupid things in it for comedy scenes,
right?
Instead of just having natural comedy.
Yeah.
This and Blended, they fucked themselves up by doing this. 50 First Dates, Rob Schneider, he's not too over the top.
Right.
But it's going to be 50 First Dates.
Yeah,
Fun
agreed.
fact, Rob Schneider was based on a true person they met while doing a movie on vacation together, or something like that.
Nice. That's pretty dope. And it has Sean Astin in it.
Yeah. And a see-through shirt. It's not all Adam Sandler
Not
movies.
all Adam Sandler movies. All right, Happy Gilmore versus 8 Crazy Nights.
It's a layup.
Yeah. Hotel Transylvania 2 versus The Waterboy.
Layup.
Quite easy. The Waterboy.
Round 2s for both of these, very easy.
Yeah. The Wedding Singer versus Anger Management.
Layup.
Again, easily The Wedding Singer. Little Nicky versus 50 First Dates. This is a good one.
You gotta have one.
Yeah.
50 First Dates.
Yeah, same for me. I really like 50 First Dates.
Such a weird concept, too.
Alright. Happy Gilmore versus The Waterboy.
Happy Gilmore.
I agree. And
Waterboy
I was about to say, I feel like we should talk about it at least a little bit, because The Waterboy deserves the respect of at least a conversation. But Waterboy is just like one of the first movies I can remember watching on cable, like in my grandma's basement, and like knowing that there were parts of the movie that my parents wouldn't want me to watch, which made you like it even more. And it's just like, it's just funny, man. And it's like, at the time it came out, everyone thought that shit was funny. Like, if you were a little kid like I was, you think all the stupid, super goofy shit, the silly voices, you think all that stuff's funny. And then there's just like enough like splash of adult stuff in there for adults to think it's funny too. I also have a special place in my heart for The Waterboy. Really, these like 90s Adam Sandler movies in general, but The Waterboy specifically, because my grandpa on my mom's side, he was like an incredibly conservative man, incredibly stoic. He dropped out of school in like the 6th grade, never finished his education, was just like a really, really simple guy, very quiet. He liked to watch golf on TV and like Sports Center and the news, and he suffered through it, but he would get in, like, the whole family was at their house on Sundays, and he suffered through it, but he'd get annoyed when everyone wanted to watch a movie or like watch something else, because he wanted to watch what he wanted to watch. But he'd just sit there quietly and stare at the ceiling and like eat handfuls of peanuts out of his Planters peanut jar. But for some reason, that man freaking loved The Waterboy. But he didn't want to tell anyone that he loved The Waterboy. So you'd be like scrolling through channels and like The Waterboy would be on, because it was on all the time in like the early 2000s. And so you'd stop on it for a second and you'd be like, Paul doesn't want to watch this. But before you could change the channel, he'd be like, you can leave it there if you want to. And that's all he would say. So I love The Waterboy for like that memory, but he also loved Happy Gilmore.
No offense, but your impression of your grandfather is awfully fucking similar to Billy Bob Thornton in Sling Blade.
Huh.
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Sling Blade, but that's not a very good comparison.
Well,
which is why I said no offense.
yeah, it is what it is. But it's still Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, like if you find anyone near our age and you tell them to quote The Waterboy, they're not quoting it one time. They're hitting you with 5 or 6 quotes.
Right, yeah.
Like, what a great movie. Gatorade.
You can do it! And she showed me her boobies and I liked them too.
Yeah.
Mama said alligators are so ornery because they got all them teeth but no toothbrush to brush them with.
Holy shit.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
You don't watch wrestling, but the AEW, the newest wrestling company, about 34 years old, since they're on the network for TNT, Turner. Somehow they secured the rights to Captain Insano when they signed Paul White, the Big Show.
Nice.
So they've actually used him in the Captain Insano outfit.
Sweet, yeah.
In a music video they did for this rapping tag team, but yeah, so Captain Insano might actually wrestle one day.
Yeah, Captain Insano is canon.
Captain Insano, total mercy.
Yeah.
But Happy Gilmore
That's
gets
some
the dub.
high quality H2O. Yeah, Happy Gilmore.
I fixed your lawnmower.
The Wedding Singer versus 50 First Dates.
Barrymore on Barrymore Crime.
2 musical Adam Sandlers.
50 I almost fucked myself up. The Wedding Singer for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Easy.
Forgetful Lucy, a very fun song, but it's certainly no Grow Old With You.
I think the craziest thing is that's based on a true couple.
Yeah.
That's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's pretty bananas.
What patience.
10 Second Tom is hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah. Love 10 Second Tom.
I Hate Everything is also a really good song.
Yeah, it is.
It starts also chill and good, and then it just starts screaming.
Happy Gilmore versus The Wedding Singer.
This hurts. Personally, my favorite Adam Sandler movie is The Wedding Singer.
Yeah,
but
it's probably number 2 for me.
Happy Gilmore, like I said, we're talking about Adam Sandler movies. Non-biasly, you got 1 and 3. Or 2 and 3 right here.
Yeah.
So, it's gotta be Happy Gilmore.
Agreed.
But that's one movie where it's like an 80s movie and everyone's dressed in the 80s.
Right.
And it's not overbearing and annoying.
Yes, I agree. I normally don't like movies that are set in the 80s, but I love the 80s aspect of The Wedding Singer.
Yeah.
It just works.
It's got a good vibe to it.
Yeah. I agree. All right. Billy Madison versus Happy Gilmore. I already know what I'm leaning, but it is tough.
Because Adam Sandler, he kills both these roles. So I'm trying to think of outside the box, what else is in here.
Yeah.
You got Shooter McGavin in a kiss mask making out with his grandma.
Right.
You got Chris Farley on the other hand saying that Veronica Vaughn is one hot piece of ace.
Yeah.
Who eats 30 bag lunches.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who that goddamn Sasquatch. Fucking, I got the alligator for you, Chubbs. Ah!
Yeah, I was about to say, well, so, personally, I can't remember the bad guy's name in Billy Madison. Shooter McGavin is, maybe one of the classic movie villains. For, not an action movie, not something like that. You
gotta hit it where it lies.
Yeah. Play it where it lies, Happy.
See, on the other hand, I do know his name. His name's Carl.
Mm.
You got the Blob. For me, I'm going Billy Madison.
Well, that means for the first time on this list, we're going to play rock, paper, scissors because I'm Happy Gilmore all day.
See, either way, this is going to be the one time where I don't feel bad about whether I win or lose.
My thing is, I think Sandler's equally great in both of them.
Yes.
I love golf, so it's got that going for me. But Chubbs and Shooter are what put this one over the top for me. I also, I appreciate the plot of Billy Madison. I'm just not a huge, Adam Sandler is very much so known for being a man-child, right?
Yes.
Billy Madison is like the quintessential man-child movie. He is a man who has to go through literally all of grade school over again, right? And I just don't. That just gets on my nerves. I'm not a big man-child like kind of person.
Well,
He's at least a little more mature and Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
So
if peeing your pants is cool, call me Miles.
Davis.
Yeah, Davis. I was thinking about the other guy I know named Miles. I was like, is his last name Davis? I don't think so. But also, little side story before we get into this rock, paper, scissors. Beer Bacon Bros YouTube channel, they were doing a ranking the sandwich places. And they put a poll out on Twitter a very long time ago. And they didn't have Subway on the list. I said, you motherfucker, that's crazy. It's Subway. And he asked why. And I sent him a gif of Adam Sandler getting a foot long drove into his mouth off the driving tee.
Right. Yeah. Much more acceptable Subway mascot than Jared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's get this over with. Rock, paper.
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
I was off camera.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Nah, you got me.
Billy Madison is the winner. But there's no losers here.
That's
Because his best four movies made it to the top four.
Yeah.
So, very fair list we have here of the bracket.
Wait,
but
would you take... You said his best four made it to the top four?
I think unbiasedly, his top 5 best movies is...
Right, but do you think that these are... So, in the top four,
Mr.
we had
Deeds
Billy
is,
Madison.
yes.
So, you take Mr. Deeds over The Wedding Singer?
No, top 4.
Yeah, I'm asking you if the ones that made the top four
Oh, shit.
are what you think his top four are.
Oh, I didn't think... Go scroll down. I guess it's more than 4. Oh, never mind.
Okay, yeah, so the top... Sorry, my bad. So the top four was Billy Madison, Uncut Gems, Happy Gilmore, and The Wedding Singer.
I would replace Uncut Gems with Mr. Deeds or Big Daddy. Or The Water Boy.
Yeah.
But... It's so different, but I don't know. That would be a fun top 5 or fun ranking.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch all those Netflix Adam Sandler movies, though. Top 5 it would be, but... Let us know in the comment section below what's your favorite Adam Sandler movie. What's the worst Adam Sandler movie? You mentioned there was one you wanted to see on this list. What do you think it is?
Oh, Jack and Jill is definitely the worst Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, Jack and Jill is.
Yeah.
Don't Mess with the Zohan, very close.
I also saw Jack and Jill in theaters because
Lucky you.
I got drugged to it. And not drugged to it, it was just like, I didn't know it was going to be bad, and it's Adam Sandler, you know? You never know.
Around that time, you really didn't. Huh?
Pacino was unhinged in that movie. Yeah.
And didn't he do a Dunkin' Donuts commercial?
He did, yeah.
I bet they were pissed.
Dunkachino.
Yeah.
And then he wants everyone to call him that from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's sitting with Johnny Depp at the Knicks game with his hat low.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't see nobody. But let us know all that information in the comment section below. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a